Here is how I repack a CV joint. So I've already cleaned these off. This came off of a 73 bus. These ones are somewhat unique. I've actually never seen the kind that have these 3 rings and 1. These were to the outside, so toward the outside of the vehicle, or the outside of the axle rather. And then we have the cage and the inner assembly. You'll notice the inner assembly has kind of like a raised layer or lip on it, and then a hard line right here. If you flip it around, it's kind of a nice soft bevel right there. That goes toward the axle. And then the cage, generally it has a really like a softer taper, or more of a taper. So like this one right here has more of a taper than this side. So the side with the deeper taper, it actually goes toward the axle. The side going toward the axle here. Remember this lip? That's going away from the axle. I'm just going to slide these in all together. And then we have the triple lines on this particular joint, and that's going away from the axle. That slides in like that. And then you'll notice there's 2 groups. So there's this group, and this group. And you'll also notice there's a skinny wide pattern on the inner joint as well. So you want the wide to go to the skinny on the outside. So the wide on the inner to go to the skinny on the outside. Take the bearings and just lift up and slide in. I like to do kind of like opposite sides. Seems to work out better. And you can totally grease these up and create a huge mess, and it's super fun. But I like assembling them dry and then just re-gear them. Obviously you don't want to force it, but it's just a lot cleaner, and then you can pat grease in once it's all kind of built. You know, you're not like putting a lot of force on this, so it doesn't have to be completely greased. This is just how I do it. Word to the wise, you may read something contradictory, but it's just how I do it. So there it is. So now we pack it with grease. I like getting these kits. I get them at Rock Auto, my local VW shop in Durango, Colorado. Also uses Beck Arnley. Comes with a boot, comes with some grease, little clamp. I just throw this away because I don't like those. And it comes with a new clip and new bolts. And then put a little on this guy. And fight with it to get it over this lip here. Usually take a little thin screwdriver and carefully insert it in here, making sure not to damage the boot, obviously. I can kind of rotate it over that lip a little bit by putting some pressure on it. There we go. And that guy just rests right in there. And you just kind of work it in. Press it in We're going to do the other side as well, and then just kind of mess with the joint to get it into all the crevices. We're kind of just pressing it in. Alright, so after a little fooling around, you totally get it covered, and there's not really a spot that isn't covered. This particular axle came with a spring washer, that guy, so I'm going to reuse it. Some of them do come with this, some of them don't. And then slide the joint onto the shaft. There's a little notch right in there. Grab the new clip and some lock ring pliers. So now that it's started, you can kind of press it around, and I always like to follow it up with a couple taps from a hammer and a screwdriver. Put the little spring washers on the axle bolts and the special washers. I like to squeeze a good glob of grease on this side. I'm just getting the majority of the grease off. And that is a ready to install CV axle joint. Hey, this is just my method. I'd recommend you find a write-up online. That really helps me out when I'm doing something I've never done for the first time. But if you like the video, please hit subscribe and like. I really appreciate it. I'll see you next time.